boys returning home to catch up with family and friends.
I only want to talk.
Why, Sharp? What could you possibly say that I would care to hear?
But this
Mark? Sharp!
is no ordinary town.
Sharp? Yeah, it's me. Been a long time, I know.
Nothing that lives in the imagination is more frightening than the horror that lives in Beeville, Texas.
They're out there. They just stand out there and wait.
We discovered it by accident. A mixture of our new shampoo formula.
You can try to escape, but you can't. You can try to live, but you won't. Scum. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Scum is a 2010 horror film directed by Paul Gonzalez III and stars Brandon Maldonado, Kelly Kremers, B.J. Stiles, Marcus Serrano, Rebecca Milliken, and a bunch of other Beeville, Texas locals you don't know. That's right, this film was made in my hometown, Beeville, Texas, and was actually directed by my big brother, this one being his first feature. The film was also produced all locally, and the effects crew, Kukoi Effects, was basically a bunch of friends, kind of all pulling together. This was a real ragtag shoot. And while I was there for most of it, and I even die a few times in the movie, I'll try to be as non-biased as possible. The film tells the tale of Charles Sharp, who returns to his small town to make amends with family and friends, just as bizarre things are happening to the locals via the nearby shampoo bottling facility. It holds a heavy feel, I think, from older movies like The Dead Next Door, Night of the Creeps, and I would even say Monster Squad. And it's also a fresh take on the genre, with its grindhouse and comedic feel throughout. As this was shot around the time those movies were kind of popular, the grindhouse-esque type thing. But this one really stands out, if I may say so myself. Another standout of the film was its score, done flawlessly here by Andrew Julik, who also cameos. The vintage Carpenter-esque themes mixed with the rock and roll guitar leads and stuff, it all holds a real dreamlike quality that really did age well. I was surprised. The movie really is going for it and has a lot of characters. Pretty damn cool characters in my opinion. And has some genuine creep factor at times. Oh, and it also has some top-notch effects. For a micro-budget film, that is. And where a lot of other similar films, similar in production at least, while a lot of those other similar films would attempt to wind things down or, kind of just do a one-off or, honestly, a lot of those movies kind of just peter out before they're over. Scum goes the extra mile and sets up a sequel that would have been one hell of a good time. And, who knows, maybe it'll still happen. If I had to pick some negatives, I'd say, I guess some of the lighting is a bit harsh. A lot of bozos I just can't stand to look at these days are in this movie, unfortunately. No changing that, I guess. And the grindhouse feel can confuse things at times. But the movie is so ambitious, it's all just so much fun to watch, even with the subpar acting. Scum even went on to win Best Effects at the 2010 San Antonio Horrific Film Festival.
Thank you. Do I get to make a speech instead? I would like to thank Adobe for creating Photoshop, which I learned is not what you're supposed to do movie effects on, but it's the only thing I know. I'd like to thank one of our executive producers and main actor right here in the front, Brandon. Without you, this award would not be possible.
One full, what was it, 16-hour day of trying to make exploding heads for like 5 seconds of footage on the screen. So yeah, that was a learning experience.
I believe that's all. So thank you very much. I'm glad I got one of these.
And yeah, there are a lot of great scenes in this film. A lot. Well, let me show you my favorite one. As I said before, yours truly, Alex Staunch, is in this movie. You guys want to see me die a few times?
Shit! Son of a bitch! Watch out!
Yep, there's degenerate Alex Staunch. Hey, bud. I, of course, had the chance to talk to the director, Paul Gonzalez III, about how the film came about and what he plans on doing with it in the future. Let's check that out.
Well, I first got the idea for Scum. Basically, I was just walking around and the word scum popped into my head. From there, I kind of just came up with some weird idea about something mixing with soap scum, which ended up being shampoo, and for some reason, a small Texas town gets invaded by this stuff that creates zombies. At the time, there had been no movies made in the small town of Beeville, Texas. I think since then there might have been one or two, but the reason why I'm talking and they're not is because I guess I did a good job. People, people keep asking me about it. They keep asking when they can see it. We had a huge premiere. It was a lot of fun. And another thing people ask is, why haven't I made another movie? Well, I have written a lot of movies. I even halfway made one, but some issues arose, and there's a good chance you'll never be able to see that. While I'm not against making another movie, there's just a lot of challenges. One of the biggest ones being getting decent funding for a movie. We shot this movie Scum on the cheap, and I kind of leaned towards the grindhouse / B movie type feel. Yeah, and then I knew that we didn't have a big budget, and we couldn't hire big name actors, and I was basically a nobody, but we all became a community. We became friends. All the actors who were also the crew members, all of us, we all came together. And over a 2.5 year period, we ended up making this movie. And I'm glad people are still wanting to see it, or people that do have it are still talking about it and enjoying it. It was a great experience. And the movie just turned 11 this year, in 2021, so eventually we'll get it back out there and we'll do a anniversary screening. But yeah, that's it.
The film is virtually impossible to find now, as the initial run of DVDs jumped off the shelves. However, there is talks of it getting distribution now, as it's getting a little resurgence, as it's well deserved. And if you subscribe, like, and share this video, you can join us April 1st, only on Staunch TV, to watch the film in its entirety. The whole thing for free. It'll be showing at 9 p.m. Central, April 1st, right here on Staunch TV. I don't know how long it'll be up. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned to Staunch TV, plenty of cool shit coming. And until next time, folks.
You can't go back there. Hey! You can't go back there, man.
Don't forget to rewind.